Welcome to the Sonny and Staxx Show. Hey, we got Sonny Grasso in the building.
I'm back, ladies and gentlemen, and Mr. Staxx.
I had to kidnap him. Thank you for joining me today, Sonny Grasso.
Joining you on my own show.
Yeah, welcome. Are you gonna welcome me?
I forgot to welcome like Joey does.
Yeah, welcome me on my own show. Thank you.
All right, cut. Take two. Go ahead.
Yeah, redo. Hey, what's good, man? Oh, now he was involved in putting people in acid. Yes, right? He was. Allegedly he was. And
you don't have to say allegedly. He said it.
He said it. So
yeah, so it's not allegedly.
Yeah. I
mean we're not forced to say it. Yeah.
I mean, do you buy it?
What?
Do you buy the shit that he's selling?
I don't.
I don't either.
Look what P. Source wrote. A-Light has gone full Coniglia.
Yeah, he's gone something. He needs his meds, though. Tommy, what's up? Maureen, how are you? Thomas, Raekwon, Mike, SPK.
Hey, Sybil.
P-Source, what's up? We got a lot of people piling into the room. Roger, what's going on?
Mikey Solar's here.
Sybil.
Yeah, almost Good Friday tomorrow. One of the worst days of the year.
Did you know that I got the crucifix on the side of my head?
Yes, I do.
3 years ago on Easter Sunday.
You got it on a Sunday?
On Easter Sunday.
Very nice.
Sir. Yeah. I don't know
what they did to that man that did nothing evil, nothing wrong. All he did was preach about love and getting along and everything else. And because of their greed and fear of losing power, like what's going on right today, they just boom.
Pretty wild what's going on. What do you think about the bridge accident? We haven't even spoke.
I know. I'll tell you what, I keep looking at it because everybody's playing it, but it sure looks like he turned into the thing.
People are like, you don't know what you're talking about.
No, it does look. I understand. You know, I've had a boat since I was, I don't know, 18. So I know how waves can take it. And this is a gigantic freight ship, right? With how many trailers, tractor trailers on the back of it? Hundreds of them. You know what kind of wave would take that to accidentally make you turn or veer off course and hit a bridge so hard that it collapses?
And it turned, it banked. Someone said, oh, the anchor dropped. Yeah, on the left side of the boat. So how did it make a right turn? If it dropped on the left, it would have made a left turn.
Yeah, exactly. It would have. Very strange.
I know how boats work. My father drowned on the Mississippi River. I went out there. I ended up going down the Mississippi River myself on a little boat. On a little rowboat, yeah.
Oh, Christ.
With 2 oars, right? I'm going down it. Boom, one of them pops out of the little thing with the peg.
Right.
I go to put it back. I look, the other one's floating away.
Oh.
And, you know, back then I was drinking and it was.
I'm going to say, what the hell were you thinking?
I didn't care like I was thinking.
No, I mean, I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean, like, what were you thinking? What were you trying to do? Find your father?
No, he was found. He went missing. He went missing, and then they found his body 40 days later.
Right.
They cremated him. Sent him
40 days?
40 days. Yeah.
Wow.
And they cremated him. He went missing April 10th, I believe, something like that. And then they found his body on May 20th.
Wow. I'm so sorry.
They cremated. Thank you. They cremated him, sent him to me. And then I had to go to prison first. I went to prison. I got out after 9 months, I believe, on that one. And then I took a trip out to Illinois and Iowa, and I went down the river on a rowboat. Had a funeral for him out there. I went about 50 to 100 miles down the river by myself.
To do what? Dump his ashes?
No, I was just, I don't know. I wanted to like follow in his footsteps.
Be close. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
sure.
So I did that. It was 4th of July, 2009. He passed away in 2008, but I had to go to prison and then get out. So I went the next year, and it was a crazy situation, pretty wild. But hey, it's life. But so I ended up falling asleep on this. So I had a lawn chair in the rowboat, right? I had a lawn chair in there, and I had 2 oars, and I was rowing. I had a tent, I had a fishing pole. I just
2 oars?
No, oars. Oars. So I'm rowing, right? And I end up falling asleep on the lawn chair like this.
In the boat?
In the boat, yeah. I'm just sitting on a lawn chair like this, and I fall asleep. I was drinking, man. So I wake up to a barge going, bah, bah. I'm like, holy shit. And it's coming right at me.
Are you kidding?
Not kidding. It was
Who wrote this story for you? A-Light?
No, this is real life shit. So it's like a flat one, though, with all those containers on it, but it's flat.
Yeah.
It's coming towards me, and I'm trying to row out of the way, right?
With 1 oar.
1 oar. So I'm rowing, and I get to the side, and I'm pushing off the oar. I'm pushing off the boat with an oar, pushing off the side of it.
That close.
That close. And
oh my God.
These people the workers are on the deck of the barge, and they're yelling at me. Get out of the river. Get out of the channel. You're going to get yourself killed.
You dumb fuck.
Yeah, like they were screaming at me. I'm pushing off the boat, and then it passed by, and I just kept it going. I ended up in Buffalo, Iowa.
Well, you better say, you know what? You should stop right now and say and thank your father. Because he's the one that woke you up.
Yeah, man, listen. I really didn't care about what happened to me. I was trying to like relive his footsteps type shit.
No, I get it.
But listen, after I got sober, I look at things totally different.
Sure, of course. You got a clear mind. But you could have totally relived that whole trip and ended up in the same way he did.
100%.
You looked down and said, no, son, ain't happening to you. And he woke you up. Thank God.
Protected me, man. 100%.
Yeah. My goodness.
Let's take a look at this clip, and then I'll rewind it, and we'll get to the beginning. And I turn the closed captions on so you guys can see what he's saying, because it might be a little low, but I tried to do the best I could. So let's play this clip, and then we'll go back to the beginning and check out the whole thing.
That was good. That was a good idea.
And that's what we talk about kids. I understand why kids kill themselves. You know, guys will attack me on social media. They killed me 1,000 times on social media. I said, if they had a bullet for every time they killed me on social media, you know, it's almost laughable, because this is cowards that do this stuff. Instead of them realizing the kids are listening to this stuff, and kids are influenced by this stuff, and be a positive mentor to a child, hopefully save a life or 2. Because if you guys were there, we were gutting somebody after they're dead, so we wouldn't come up, we throw them in the water, you'd understand. If you were there when we throw somebody in a barrel of acid, you'd understand it. If you were there when I shot somebody in the leg, and I said, now you're a tough guy, and I shot him in the leg again, and I shot him in the hand, and then I shot him in the head. I said, if you guys were there for that stuff, you'd say, oh, this ain't a movie. Because
it's fucking amazing.
I know you heard that. I know you guys heard all that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just amazing.
Now, he's saying that people attack him on social media. Now,
is that us?
I don't know.
Is that us?
This isn't an attack. We're just playing his own words. I mean, I don't know what the problem is.
If everyone was, what do you say? If everyone was a bullet, I'd be dead 100 times over, or something like that.
You had all the people that attack him on social media.
I don't remember attacking them once.
No.
We attack them with satire. That's what he meant.
It's satire and entertainment purposes only. Right. No rats were harmed during the taping of this episode. Oh, man. Some lips might have been chapped up. You never know.
Excuse me.
Now let's go to the front of this video and check it out on the whole context to it. Now, this isn't an attack. This is playing his
Oh, absolutely.
interview.
That's right. So we're under no obligation to say alleged right now because it's only his words that we're talking about.
Yeah. So I don't
He's
get
saying,
it.
I put them in acid. I shot him in the leg. Oh, he was the tough guy. I shot him in the leg again. Oh, then I shot him in the head. We're not saying that.
Oh, the hand. Don't forget the hand. That
Oh, I
sounds
thought he
like,
said, and then the head.
it sounds like, yeah, he said the hand, the leg,
Yeah.
the leg, the hand, then the head. But
Then the head.
so it sounds like a gas pipe story, doesn't it?
It does.
It really does. Yeah, I think Gas Pipe said that same exact story about Heidel, the Heidel murder.
Oh shit, you're right.
Let's check it out.
We're gonna write a book.
No, we already got one on the way.
No, this one. We're gonna call it. We're gonna call it. He said. He said.
He said. He said.
Yeah.
I came in the court and started talking. That's not the case. I got caught with absolutely nothing. I never got caught with a drug.
He's saying he never got caught with anything, right? But on the interview he just did on
That's right.
Sirius, whatever it is, podcast, he said that some guy in a Corvette told on him that he took the Corvette to go hurt somebody.
Right,
Now,
exactly.
In this interview, he's saying he never got caught with anything. So I don't understand. Make it make sense.
I never got caught with a bullet. I never got caught with marijuana, a joint, a crime scene, an audio tape, a videotape, absolutely nothing. I'm Albanian. I grew up in Italian mafia and I became a street boss.
Street boss.
Street boss.
Street boss.
Acting boss.
In New York, everybody knew me. I was famous as the sheriff. When I came in,
if you're known as a police officer, that's probably not good in a mafia neighborhood, you think?
people knew I was going to shoot them. If they didn't see me, they knew I was going to hurt them, baseball bat them, do something. So when I get locked up, I didn't understand how I was getting locked up. I just knew there was cases. Later on, it comes out in paperwork that Gotti Jr. is an informant. Paperwork comes out that he's been working with the FBI. His captains, probably about a dozen made guys, were giving information against me, along with dozens other against me. Later on, I come in and I have a conversation with my lawyers in the government about what these guys were doing, and I cut a deal. And that deal came after that opened my eyes that even my enemies I wouldn't rat on.
Wait, what?
What?
Even his enemies, he wouldn't rat on, but he rats on his friend.
Yeah, well, that's the rule. You never rat on your enemies. Didn't you know that?
And then it's like it's very weird, very weird. Mafia.
Why is he standing up? So why is he? How come he's not sitting down?
He must have an 8-inch blade up his ass.
Yeah, you gotta put that picture up.
Oh man! Oh, the monkey one.
The monkey one. Yeah.
I don't think I can on YouTube, bro.
Why not? There's nothing bad with that.
It's a little graphic.
Well, then you better throw me off.
The context, I can put it on Patreon, no problem. Hey, damn it, Mandy, how are you? Maureen, what's up?
Damn it, Mandy.
Steve, what's going on? Baywatcher.
Hey, watch out.
Let's watch some more of this fairy tale unfold before our very eyes.
It is a fairy tale. It's crazy.
I believe that strongly in the life. But that opened my eyes, and I'm a guy that went into court in Florida. That's where my case came out of, so you know. And I've been stabbed up, baseball batted. Guys try to kill me, I've been shot in the head. So I've been through it all. I spent about 18 years in and out of jails, from every jail you can imagine, from almost all the states, California.
Didn't he just say 30 seconds ago he never took a bullet? He never got beat up. Didn't he just say that?
Did he?
Yeah. Now he's saying he got shot. He took one in the hip or the ass. So
this guy can't make his lies up, man. He can't keep it straight.
God.
They're so outlandish that, like, if you
Never
count
caught
her-
any tapes. He's been making up for it, boy.
hell yeah, he's been making up for it, not getting caught. Right?
Making his own tapes. Jesus.
It's wild. It gets really good.
And in the midst of all the bullshit that he spews out of his mouth there, every once in a while, if you notice, he throws in, and I'm just trying to show the kids that watch this, it's got nothing to do with the kids that watch this.
Dissolving them in acid. If you knew.
Yeah. Don't do this at home.
Yeah, it's for the kids. Wild. Everett, what's up? James, how are you?
Unbelievable.
New Jersey, Philadelphia, New York, all of them I've been to. And since I changed my life, I'm doing this. For the reason that at one time, believe it or not, I was sitting like just what you guys are doing. I went to University of Tampa, full ride baseball scholarship. I was on the
Okay, now he went to the University of Tampa on a full baseball
Full
scholarship.
baseball scholarship.
In between being the street boss for the Gambino crime family.
This is as he turned his life around. So he had to be the oldest freshman in college.
No, this is before. Wait, was it after? No, I think it was before, he's saying.
Well, he just said it turned my life around.
Yeah, but he's saying he went to college before.
Oh,
Yeah.
right path. And just like all you guys think that maybe you'll never be here, where I was in my position is impossible.
you know why he's standing? You know why he's standing?
8-inch blade up his ass.
No, he's talking to a classroom.
Yeah, this is for the kids.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, watch this.
Because it's that easy to go a little to the wrong way and you continue. Whether it's drinking problem, whether it's a family problem, whether it's money problem, people tend to make a small mistake and they get off course, and a good person becomes a very bad person.
Don't follow this guy's lead, whether it's even changing your life into what he is. Don't do it. Really, don't do it. Because you will end up in prison if you follow anything this guy says.
Became a very bad person, a very dangerous person, a guy that people feared. And I'm not big in stature, but I was dangerous. When I copped my plea in the Middle District of Florida, so you understand how much violence I did, I copped out to more than 8 shootings. The judge said she didn't have enough time for me to list each shooting I did, which was about 40. So I shot probably about 40 guys. My baseball bat stabbed probably 100 or so.
Baseball batted 100, shot 40, never got caught.
Never.
Never. Listen, I know a guy who baseball batted one person, fucked him up, man. Broke his legs, his arms, hit him in the head. He got caught one baseball batting, right? He did like 12 years for that.
Oh, sure.
This guy did 100, he alleges.
That's assault with a deadly weapon right off the bat. You could even get hit with attempted murder.
Off the bat, is that a... Are you trying to
Hey.
be funny, Sonny?
No pun intended. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, watch, it gets better.
You know, is he talking to kids in I don't know, we'll never get the answer, but in a school or in like a juvie hall, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a hell of a way of presenting your context to kids that are impressionable by your own words, and you want to put them on the right path. And you're talking about, I batted 100 people and I shot 40 and I never got caught. Well, if I'm impressionable, I'm sitting there and I'll be going, okay, I could probably do that.
Yeah, why not?
Right?
Yeah, of course.
Talk about how you got caught.
He wants people to think he's very dangerous. He's the craziest guy ever. Like he wants to brag about violence. He's just like Suckums here. You know, I'm the violent hands-on guy. No, you're not. You're a violent hands-on guy with your girlfriend.
Right.
It's about it.
I did this to the door. I pushed the door in.
Hands-on, buddy.
Hey, William's here.
Hey, what's going on, William? Full green light. What's up? P-Source, what's going on? How many did he dunk in acid? Don't worry, that's coming. Let's check it out.
The number.
And I admitted to 2 murders, 4 murder conspiracies. And restarted my life. Now, if my eyes weren't opened by guys that were informants in the mob, I'd still be in the mob. I'd still be, running that kind of life, a bad life, not a life that's conducive to the real world. And I look at guys like Chief Little, I don't know how you guys address him, with so much respect, because I used to look at them and I was brainwashed against men that are doing the right thing. My friends now are guys like who's filming Frank, the fighter. He's in the film business now. He's a good guy, a gentleman, a doctor. Genty is a good friend of mine. Hulo, he's a 14-0 champ. Boxer, going to be a title winner, I think, in the next year or two.
See, he wants to brag about everyone else's achievements.
Right. What it is.
Right? That's what he does. Like, I've noticed when he talks about being in the street, he always says someone else's name, like a different gangster's name, and then he says his whole sheet, like rap sheet or whatever the fuck that person did. Like, oh, Fat Andy's son. Fat Andy was the boss of the Gambino family, and he was this and that, but he had no association with you. So
none at all. None at all.
Hey, Thomas, thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Thomas.
I'll send you a $5 when it comes in, Sonny. Pope, what's going on? How is it out there in Times Square, Pope? I heard a lot of women out there getting punched in the face in Times Square. It's insane, the amount of women who have these big knots on their heads saying that they've been assaulted in New York City. Have you seen that, Sonny?
Yeah, I have. It's terrible. It's not just in Times Square either. It's just that there's been a rash. There's been a rash more now in Times Square.
Yeah,
because,
women in the
because
train
there are no cops. Pretty soon there's going to be no police at all in that city, and I don't blame them.
Pet Tattoo says it's a circus at this point.
The numbers that are going in to people putting their papers in to retire is unbelievable, and above the level of a sergeant, it's through the roof. There's nobody left that even wants to be part of the leadership anymore. And then you have this fucking Eric Adams on a press conference today because they're burying the cop that got shot and they made an arrest, and he's crying. Another cop another police officer that we have to bury. I don't know how much more I could take of that, and he's got like tears in his eyes. You did it, you fuck.
Yeah, it's his fault. It's his fault.
It started with de Blasio and his fucking wife stealing $6 million, and nobody said a word about it. There was never an investigation. She was never brought in for questioning, nothing. $6 million.
Wow.
Just gone. That's when it all started.
Senator Lieberman died from Connecticut. Rest in peace, Senator Lieberman. He was a good
I like Lieberman.
Good politician for Connecticut. He did a lot of good here.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Stanley?
New York is going to shit.
It's already there.
It's terrible there.
It's already there.
I've had appointments in Manhattan, and I canceled them. I'm not going back there for a while.
I wouldn't. There was a movie way back, I think it was in the 70s, with Kurt Russell called Escape from New York.
I remember it.
Remember it? It's coming through right now.
100%.
No jail, no bail, seven guys jump and beat those cops up.
It's insane, and they just don't care about the country. They don't care about the people here. All the migrants, they don't give a shit about nothing.
Nope. So
you can see when you look at them, they don't have a soul when they look at you.
That's who it's
very
all
callous.
That's who it's all a part of.
Very callous when they look at you. It's crazy. And they're illegal migrants we're talking about. We're not talking about the legal ones. We're talking about illegal.
Even the legal ones are getting pissed now because they're getting lumped up in with all these pieces of shit.
Yeah, and they have to go through all the paperwork and all the process. And some of them are getting turned back.
Yeah.
People get to just skip right past them, get a pocket full of money, take over somebody's house.
$1,000 debit card.
It's insane.
We should get A-Light to get those debit cards and put them in the acid.
My name's Jose. I'm from Venezuela now.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Wait, come back. You have any family with you? Those
Yeah,
20
we'll bring
people.
all them too.
All right,
Yeah.
bring them in. Come on.
All right, open. Yeah, listen, someone explained it very well, right? It's like letting somebody in your house. Do you
And they
check
don't
out?
leave.
Do you check out who they are before you let somebody in your house?
Right.
Of course, you're not going to let some stranger come in your house, right? And do whatever they want. That's what they're doing. They're letting strangers in our houses to do whatever they want.
That's a Ronnie Millsap song. There's a stranger in my house.
Things are going to get really ugly soon, I think. I think they already are.
Yeah. Well, there's only one thing left that I hope never happens, is that everything starts turning into murders. But right now, they're going to get bored with these little clubs and punching women in the face and, hitting people in the subway and shit. That's going to get boring to them. So next thing you know, they're going to start taking people out.
Wait until hopefully they don't have this guy training them. Right? The Rambo of the Mafia. Let's check it out.
So these are the type of guys that I'm friends with now. Complete opposite of the garbage I used to stay with. And the stuff I used to stay with, all the belief. You guys watch movies and shows and they talk about loyalty and they talk about, it's all nonsense. The first guy that can sell you out sells you out. The guys that don't, there's probably 1% that actually believe like I believe. And they stay to that and die in jail or die in the street. It's such a ridiculous way to live.
Loyalty is a huge thing. This guy ain't got none. He's fucking Albanian. He thinks the Italians were going to be loyal to him.
He's a street boss.
Oh, yeah. He's the street boss. Where's the respect, damn it?
You keep forgetting that.
No door control.
What does that say at the bottom? Can you read that?
No.
Do not. I'm going to check this out later. I want to know who he was talking to.
Do not write on the board, I think it says. Do not write on board.
Oh, is that right?
Do not write on the board.
So much life out here. There's so many good things out here. You get educated, you go to school, you get a good job. Whether it's a doctor, whether it's a lawyer, whether it's an engineer, an architect, it's a good life, living the right way. When you turn the corner and you live the way I live, and you go out, and I'm mad at him, and he doesn't know, he's a nice guy, he's in his school, and he's leaving school, he has no idea what type of guy I am. He walks out, I don't face him, confront him. As soon as he walks out the door, you shoot him in the head. That was my life. And people were like, what did you do after? Nothing. I met Frank, I met Tommy, I met Billy. We get something to eat. It was that simple for me. That crazy how I had no regard for life. And now, as I look back, I could take that negative life and people say to me, I've done shows. So you know, in Australia, in London.
Let me brag about my journey, right? He wasn't
What happened?
Gambino enforcer. He was a street boss. Damn it.
The Gambinos moved to Australia?
I guess so. After he cooperated, they're able to move all over the fucking place because they got cops on the east side of them.
And the good side of me, which is really, I have nothing but good, but wants to say what he's doing right now and the things that he's saying is nice, but it's really not about the kids. This is all about him.
100%. It's about, let me brag about how dangerous I am.
Right. And I'm lucky. I'm lucky I'm here to speak to you. But I don't.
You're lucky. You're lucky you get to watch me speak.
Oh, there they are. Yeah.
Yeah, you're lucky, kids. You're lucky you get to watch me talk my shit.
And when I'm done, I have 8x10 pictures here. I'll autograph for you for $25.
And baseball bats for $100.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
McDonald's Parts 1 and 2 was a very big, successful movie. I did a movie called The Perfect Gangster in Albania. That Part 1's out. Did very well. I did a movie called, it's based on somebody else, Mr. Undercover. I appeared in it. I did a pretty decent part in that out of Italy. I did a show in Denmark. I've done TV shows and radio shows in Canada, in Ireland. I have this book out, got his rules for a couple of years now. It was a bestseller. I have another book, Darkest Hour, Part 1, that was a bestseller. I got Part 2 coming out in March. and it's going to be really just about me and all the violence. It's going to talk a little bit about the mob, not too much about the Gaudis, and it's going to talk about the reality of what I'm telling you guys now, about the murdering and about the killing and about the, you know, people talk about, you know, you went to jail, and you know, you hear guys talk, you know, ridiculously, some of the street guys. They don't know any better. They're too young to know any better. But at one time, they're going to wake up. Either they're going to be in jail for life, or they're going to be in jail for a very long time, and they're going to talk about physical pain we can all get over. Boxer, fighter, karate expert.
So now he's a boxer too, on top
And
of being a pro ball player, a boxer,
and a karate
Gambino
expert,
karate expert, right?
and A-list actor.
Oh yeah. Let's not forget that.
That's right. What did
he's
you
a
do?
good-
You walked to a kitchen with a gun in your hand. This guy was in 20 movies already. Come on. Oh,
You guys, I don't know who's physical. You can get over physical pain. Mental pain, very difficult. There's not days that I don't go by that I don't suffer. And people say, well, who cares if you suffer? You killed a lot of people, you hurt. They're right, too. I'm not.
You killed a lot of people. They're right, too. I can't, man. This is too funny.
I don't know. I don't want to keep saying it, but how does he get away with this shit? Now his next book, he's going to put all his murders and all his violence in this book. How does he get away with that? How do they let him make money on that?
I don't know. Because it's not true. Sonny, it's not true. None of it's true.
That.
They don't take
but
him
how do
serious.
they let him put that into print and put it out for sale and make money on it?
I mean, the government is fucking co-writing it with him. So, yeah, he's got FBI agents, all that shit, writing the books with him.
Yeah.
George Anastasia, writing the book with him, giving this dude validity. Crazy, man.
That's going to feel bad for me. What I'm trying to tell people is you don't want to do that to yourselves. So my negative life, I turn into a positive somehow. And this is how I do it. And do I make money out in the world of the movies and books? Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Do I make money off you guys? Yes, I do.
To make a living the right way, but I also come out and try to do something that benefits you guys and other kids and young kids, and hopefully get a message to you so you understand that life and you guys are heading in the right direction is not the right path. And maybe you can give that message to your cousins, your little brothers and sisters, friends, different people. You know, people ask me, and I don't lie to anybody about it.
I saw a mafia killer when I was at school today, brother. And he told me, you're not doing the right thing. You need to change. He baseball batted over 100 guys.
And he never got caught. And now he's got books out. He's an actor in movies and everything else. I want to be like him. I want to be like him.
All you got to do is tell.
All you got to do is be a rat.
Be a no good rat. Hey, Larry Levine. I got an interview with Larry Levine dropping soon. Shout out to Larry.
Oh, yeah.
Great guy. You might have seen him on CNN, Court TV, Fox, all that other great things. He's a great guy. Really good story. Great story. Wait till you hear that one. You're going to laugh your ass off. It's funny. Not as funny as this, though.
You're friends with gangsters? I know gangsters all over the world. They still call me. Hey, how you doing? You know, if I see him out, I have a drink. 100% I do.
I thought he was out of the life, so...
The gangsters from all over the world are calling him to have a drink.
All over the world. Listen, anybody who's a real gangster would not associate with this fucking guy ever.
They wouldn't be giving out their phone number, that's for sure.
It's one of these. He's a fucking make-pretend gangster.
I say it all the time, just like this. I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. I don't tell them what to do with their adult lives. It's their choice. I don't go around lecturing anybody. I only...
What's he doing right now?
Right.
Talk to kids. I try to save kids' lives. That adult wants to do that with his life, that's his business. But I'll tell you what I said something in Europe the other day. I said, There's not one gangster, one politician, one judge, one street guy, one actor, one ball player that doesn't agree with one thing. None of us want to see our kids on the street. The biggest gangster in the world does not want to see his kid on the street unless he's really that much of a moron.
Oh, Reggiana.
Hold on, because I need to counteract.
What happened? Did I miss?
I need to counteract something that he's saying. Because, hold on. Let me find this. Informants, hold on. I gotta show you guys something. Here, keep them company for a minute while I look for this.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for something. He said nobody wants to see their kids on the street, right? Take a listen to this.
Saying there were times when your son came with you?
He was there on an occasion or two, yeah. I left him in the car. I went out and I shot a guy and I walked back in the car. He heard the gunshots. And I used to joke with him. You went on your first hit at 7 years old.
Good move. Good move, Mr. Staxx.
Now,
There it is right there.
if that's not contradicting what you say, am I wrong? And listen, this is not an attack. This is
That is,
purely...
first of all, that's child endangerment. That's child abuse. Why nobody went after him right after that show fucking aired? So wait a minute. Did you say you had your 7-year-old son with you while you killed somebody? Now you're forcing the guy to say yes or I fucking lied. You had him right there, right?
100%. Listen,
Holy
this guy's a pure, unadulterated fucking liar. And that's why all he can do is run his fucking mouth somewhere else about, oh, these guys are attacking me. He can't fucking, keep his shit together because I have so much on him. It's not even funny. Like, the list goes on and on and on. It's like, come on, man. Give this shit up, dude.
Now, I wonder if these talks that he gives, these speeches, are part of his contract with the boys, with the badges, or is he getting paid for this?
Oh, he's getting paid for it. He goes on tour, bro.
Not one curse word through the whole thing.
Who wants their children on the street? They want them following Chief Little. They want them following Genty, my friend, who's a neurosurgeon in Jefferson and Philly. They want them following Frank that's making movies. But they don't want them following my old path, my old life, my old past. I talk to my kids as much as I can. One of my sons got jammed up. My own son. Because I gave him a mixed message growing up.
He put his son in prison.
Yeah.
If that's not a mixed message, I don't know
Saying
what is.
there were times when your son came with you?
He was there on an occasion or two, yeah. I left him in the car. I went out and I shot a guy and I walked back in the car. He heard the gunshots. And I used to joke with him. You went on your first hit at 7 years old.
That's a funny joke. That's good. That's hysterical.
Yeah, pretty funny. Daddy, can I pull the trigger too?
I think I told you this once before.
that's-
In that interview, a little bit later on, the kid kind of goes against his father.
He does, right?
Yeah, he kind of calls him out for not telling the truth.
We'll look
And
at it.
He whipped and gave him a look like, you better shut the fuck up and sit down.
Yeah, Mikey Scabs is on that one too.
Live with that. I regret that. And is he going to be, he's home soon? We'll, hopefully I can reach him. Hopefully he learned his lesson. I hope. But it's not as simple as that. I could talk all day to kids. And just like guys used to talk to me, there was plenty of guys that talked to me, tried to talk me out of this life. And I didn't want to hear it. I was like this. I was like the wall. I didn't want to hear anything. I thought I knew everything. Was it glorified the life? TV? Sure. I glorified it. It was glorifying. I walk around with a ton of money, dress well, had girls everywhere. I own nightclubs. I had sports cars. I traveled, I don't know how many countries. I've probably been to about 30 countries. Great life. But you don't see me when you guys are gone and the lights are closed and I can't sleep at night. Or you couldn't see me in the cell when you're crying. Or when someone in your family's dying. Or your kid's crying because you're not there at his graduation, at his baptism, when he's christened. That was all my reality of life when their mothers were sick.
Sounds like a fucking sounds like he's crying right now about how, you know, it sounds all selfish to me.
What? Well,
all this
you know
fucking...
what he's saying. I never got caught, so I only reason that I had to go live in a jail is because somebody lied about me, and I was set up. And he's the forever fucking victim every fucking time he talks.
100%.
He's the victim because he was Albanian. He never got caught. Never. He was never arrested. And then he takes a breath and he goes, and then there was the time I got arrested. This is no life for you kids, and that's why I do this. Then he talks and I've been here, I did this. It was a great life.
A great life.
Great life. Wait a minute. I thought it was not a good life. If I'm a kid
it's insane
and I'm impressionable, I'm listening to everything he's saying, and I'm gonna come out of that saying, you know, I'm smarter than this fucking guy.
100%.
I'm gonna give it a shot. I want that.
Why not?
I want big girls all over the place and the cars and the suits and the money. That's what I want. That's what draws them in, not the murder part.
If he can be a Gambino street boss, I can be the toppy to-do copy. The fucking, I can be the boss of bosses. If this guy is the fucking Gambino boss, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear it.
You know,
hey, Edward,
those are the things that no one wants to tell you. You watch The Godfather. Yeah.
He's like, The Godfather? All bullshit. It's based on me.
That was the truest movie ever made about that life. Was The Godfather.
His face. The Godfather?
Yeah, because you weren't asked to be in
on
it.
Him. They ain't got shit on him.
Larry Levine says, I was only a little arrested.
Yeah, I was only a little arrested.
I was only a little pregnant.
All my reality of life when their mothers were sick. You know, those are the things that no one wants to tell you. You watch The Godfather. Yeah, The Godfather, that's you know, a movie. But you want to watch Gotti? Because I know him personally.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, like what?
There you go. P Source has the comment of the day. Send him $1,000. He's the Albanian Fredo.
Albanian Fredo.
That is great.
Larry says he sounds like a whiny bitch.
Was no clue. All his fantasies, everybody's watching a TV movie, it's a fantasy. He's not a gangster, he was a talker. We were the guys going out and killing and shooting. For that guy that was a talker, his son, an informant, not a shooter. His gangsters are out there. You know, Anthony Castle, gas pipe was a killer. Probably killed 100 guys. Maybe.
You're not a killer. You're not a gangster, Leto.
Did he say gas pipe?
Oh, I think he did. Here he comes with the gas pipe stories coming right up.
Oh, no.
Anymore. Legitimate mafia killer. Whether you like him or not, that's what he did. That wasn't my boss's guys. They didn't do that. They didn't know what a gun was. But people are watching their movies, and they're people are trying to make that movie a reality. You want to watch gangster movies, watch them. But it's not reality. That's not really what's going on. Gaspipe's son, Anthony's a friend of mine. He speaks a lot for me on my behalf lately. I don't know him personally. I met him once in my life.
He doesn't know him at all, right? But he speaks on his behalf.
Well, he's not around to argue about it.
No, he said Gaspipe's son.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
And you know 100% that Aleto here watched that Gaspipe interview when he was on 60 Minutes, and he's talking about how he shot Heidel in the legs, and then he shot him in the hand, and then he shot him in the head. He said he wishes he could bring him back to life so he could kill him again.
I remember when they aired that interview.
Yeah,
I was looking at this guy going, "Wow,"
and he was the real deal.
That's what I'm saying. I was getting fucking chills. Like he was talking about like going shopping at the local grocery store. You know, he had that little smirk on his face. And
Sonny, be prepared to get chills.
Doing the same thing I'm doing, trying to tell kids Hey, don't be fooled by these guys. You know what? When I walk in, he gets in a ring, he gets in by himself. That's a man. You want to be a tough guy? Go to the gym with him. Go to the gym with him. Go to my friend's a 14-0 champ. My other friend was a 3-time champ. Go to the gym. But when I
go to the gym, hey, like, go to the gym. We invited you plenty of times. You go to the gym.
Hey, Emerald. Yeah.
walk outside, there's 5 or 10 guys that come after me. They
10 guys coming after.
Am I the same guy? Am I the killer? I ain't gonna lie to, again, I will never lie to anybody. Do I lose my temper? Do I raise my voice? Yes. You know, I've done it plenty of times. The difference is, I don't react anymore.
What? Do I lose my temper? Do I do this and that? Yes, but I don't.
I can't stand people that ask and answer their own questions. That drives me up a fucking wall.
He does this. He talks third person all the time.
Yep.
I don't hurt anybody anymore. I don't get that bait because all day on social media, and that's when I talk about kids, I understand why kids kill themselves. You know, guys will attack me on social media. They killed me 1,000 times on social media. I said, if they had a bullet for every time they killed me on social media, you know, it's almost laughable because this.
Listen, these are his own words. Nobody's attacking him. Like, this is him explaining his little fantasy. So this isn't an attack. This is a highlight of his life.
Correct.
This is cowards that do this stuff. Instead of them realizing the kids are listening to this stuff, the kids are influenced by this stuff, and be a positive mentor to a child, hopefully save a life or two. Because if you guys were there when we were gutting somebody, after they're dead, so we wouldn't come up, we throw them in the water, you'd understand. If you were there when we throw somebody in a barrel of acid, you'd understand it. If you were there when I shot somebody in the leg, and I said, now you're a tough guy, and I shot him in the leg again, and I shot him in the hand, and then I shot him in the head. I said, if you guys were there for that stuff.
He took that right from the fucking gas pipe interview.
What? Oh, Jesus. Bullet for bullet.
He never explained no shit like this until after that gas pipe interview.
Mm-hmm.
And he mentioned gas pipe right before. That's the
right.
Funny
Yeah.
thing. That's the funny shit. He's like thinking in his mind, oh shit, the gas pipe thing.
Yeah, let me come up with a good story. I got it.
He's like, I gotta use the gas pipe shit.
You say, oh, this ain't a movie. Because if it was in front of you, you wouldn't glorify it anymore.
Why is he glorifying it then?
Right.
He's saying if that type of shit was in front of you, you wouldn't be glorifying it anymore. Well, you're glorifying it right now. It's wild.
So when you're looking at all these movie stars, that's a movie. It's not something that is the way to behave, the way to live, to believe everybody when they see somebody. Gotti, I keep using Gotti because I live with them, I work with them, and they try to make him a movie star, and they're trying to make something out of him that he wasn't. I says, and all he's doing is influencing kids to believe in that. You can go in, and I'll use a rapper. I'll use Jay-Z.
Uh-oh, better not.
I'll be right back, Sonny. Hold the phone.
Might as well use P. Diddy, too.
Yeah, might as well. Enrico, what's up, man? How are you? I'll be right back.
He's on stage, he's got his pants off his ass, right? He's a businessman, he's gonna be a billionaire. This guy, when he goes to his meeting, when he bought the Barclays Center, he's in a suit and tie. That's his persona when he's wearing his clothes. It's like wearing a costume. That's his job. He's an intelligent, don't let anybody fool you. This guy's one of the most intelligent men out there. And I could go from each guy. I can use O.J. Simpson. I talked about him last time. Great football player, Heisman Trophy, actor, doing all kinds of things. He broke the law. Did he get caught? No. Did he ruin his life? Yes. Did he end up going to jail for something else? Yes. This is a guy who had the world. That's why I said sometimes it's so easy to make that mistake. And that mistake is devastating, and it could cause other people their lives. And it causes you, regardless what I say, I walk out of here. I'm not Johnny Elite. I'm Johnny Elite, the gangster. The ex-gangster. That's going to follow me the rest of my life, whether I like it or not. And when someone meets me...
Bro, is he just comparing himself to O.J. Simpson?
He's better than O.J. Simpson, and he beat O.J. Simpson in 5 races when they were in school together.
He was in one of the cop cars when they were chasing a white Bronco.
He was running alongside of it.
Wow. Oh yeah, when he was 5 years old at the time.
That's my title. Unfortunately, I
Tolley.
gotta live with that. The only thing I can do now.
William Tolley says, Staxx, Sonny, I'll be right back. I got to go get my boots because it's getting deep in here.
It's getting real deep. I'm telling you, this is great shit. Great shit, man. You can't make it up.
Let's make the best of that. And, I'm not overly religious, but I believe in God. And I believe that if you do the right thing and you do have repentance for what you did, repentance for what you did, that, possibly you'll have some peace.
Yeah, but if you're lying about that, about everything you did, and your repentance is straight bullshit.
You're very religious and you believe in God, but you batted 100 people and you shot 40.
And you're bragging about it.
What?
Huh? He nailed Jesus to the cross.
Could you repeat that?
He's the one that nailed Jesus to the cross.
He was there. He was a centurion.
Time in your life now or in the future and for your family's life. The reality of life and the path you guys choose. Choose the right path and continue on the right path. Because I sat here. I did exactly what you guys did. And then I tried to take a shortcut. Because I was exposed to something, but that's no excuse. I'm the first guy to tell you. Since I'm a kid, 3 years old, my father had me boxing. 3 years old, he taught me. But on the other hand, if it wasn't for my father, I'd probably be dead.
Oh yeah, 3 years old, he was boxing. He was boxing the big boys, right? Yeah, here's the picture of him getting ready for the gym. Just the warm-up.
No, that's after he won his first fight. Look at how happy.
That was fun, girls. Let's do it again.
I kicked the shit out of this 1-year-old motherfucker.
He taught me to survive. He taught me to push forward. He taught me to fight back.
He taught you how to be a killer. Stop lying. In that other interview, you said he taught you how to be a killer.
Look what Enrico wrote. A-Light has liabilities.
Liabilities.
So I took and I used it in a negative way. If I used it in a positive way, who knows where I would be. But I did. So these are some of the things that, you got to question yourself always. You got to say.
He's got to question himself always.
Always.
Yeah, because he's fucking liar. He's a known liar. Like, everyone knows he's a fucking liar. He should be in prison, tell you the truth, I think.
I don't get it. I think he's still working. Be honest with you.
100%.
He's still working.
He's still on paperwork with the FBI.
Yep. It gotta be.
Officer.
Let's go, Pink Panther.
They called him the sheriff.
Say to yourself, when you have 3 drinks, should I get in that car? Should I call an Uber? You have 3 drinks and a guy says something to you and he's playing with your ego, you got to say to yourself, that's my ego. If he wanted to get in the ring, he would be in the ring. He wouldn't be in the bar trying to fight somebody. So you got to say to yourself, let that insecurity go. Over the years, I was an intimidating guy. I'm a small guy. So when someone's bothered me, I reacted physically because of my insecurities. I want to be the guy to show him, all right, you're 6'4", watch what I do to you. And why I was doing that, I don't know. I don't know what was in my head. And so you got to say the same thing to yourselves if that ever happens to you. Some guys have nothing to lose. In jail, I watch guys get killed for a book of stamps. To you, a book of stamps is nothing. To another guy, it's the world. He doesn't have anything. And then there's kids that have, there's excuses by everybody. Michael Douglas' son was in prison with me. Nice guy, actually. And he got a drug problem. He ended up in prison. Imagine a father that's a multimillionaire, the kid's in jail. Wasting his life in jail because he was addicted to a drug. But sometimes you have rich kids that don't have parents around. I'm not saying Michael Douglas didn't want the son. I'm just saying he was busy traveling and he didn't have, I guess, the family time that some other kids do. But then there's kids that have no parents and they become very successful. Then there's kids that are beat by their parents because their parents are drunk to drug addicts and they got it. Then there's kids that came from neighborhoods like me on Jamaica Avenue and they come from no money and they became very successful. So you have different stories. To me, there's no excuse. You want to make excuses for yourself, you're never going to get nowhere in life. You know, I can make all the excuses I want. It was on me.
And then there are some kids whose parents take them on hits with them at 7 years old.
100%. I mean, he admits it to her right here.
Saying there were times when your son came with you?
He was there on an occasion or two, yeah. I left him in the car. I went out and I shot a guy and I walked back in the car. He heard the gunshots. And I used to joke with him. You went on your first hit at 7 years old.
All right, where's the part where his son talks? My daddy's a liar. Where's that part?
They're back in the apartment, but the son was standing up.
I'm an attorney, so I've seen in and out of his various housing arrangements. You know,
Housing arrangements?
yeah, sometimes he
friends?
Oh yeah, we know a long time, sure. He was sometimes locked up 23 hours a day, and his parents would call me up as his attorney. I could get him out. And
dude, he got sentenced to fucking 10 years. He was out the next year. But he tells people he did that 10 years. Fucking very odd.
You tried to help John by getting him out of prison.
I did. I don't think it worked, but
Looking at this area today, it's still difficult to believe all these things that went on.
this neighborhood was chock full of trouble. It was tough to stay out of trouble here. He looked for it. He looked. We went the other way, you know.
He went one way, looking for trouble.
Oh,
you went the other way, getting out of it.
Yeah.
He's like a pig in shit, bro.
Right? Look at him.
Look at his face.
I didn't have the head for that. He was just different. He was, like I said, fearless.
But it's good to talk to you anyway.
Yeah, pleasure, Trevor. Nice to
Thank
meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice
See you again, man.
Good seeing you.
He's like, thanks, man. I'm gonna give you that money after I wrap this up.
You going to get your haircut?
Yeah, I'm going to get a haircut, yeah. All right, good luck.
Yeah, he just said I'm gonna stop over there.
John, what do you think it was that made Tim go one way in life and your life took a turn the other way?
Well, I think it was a combination of things. His dad was an attorney, successful. He went to church. He went to private school.
His dad wasn't a gangster. Johnny Light's dad wasn't a gangster. So what the fuck is he talking
Here comes the excuses.
Here comes the bullshit.
Exposure he had to the street was limited. Mine was, every angle of my life was around street guys and mob life. I was exposed to fast money, and anybody around my life was in that business, and I took to it. And I didn't have a problem with getting hurt and being aggressive. I was used to it as a kid.
He was used to it as a kid. Sure.
Drug dealer, and he was shooting his mouth off.
Georgie Grasso, here we go.
And he was marked to be hit. So he had to go once that order was down. And I set him up to be killed, and I lured him in the car with the rest of the guys, and I drove up near Shea Stadium, which is now Citi Field, and shot him in the head 2 times.
So you put a gun to the back of his head and shot him?
Yeah, it was my hit, and I was going to do the work.
I don't know. He hesitated on that one.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, he's a fucking liar. Total fucking
He's
liar.
trying to think. Now, wait a minute. Where did the bullet go in? Did they shoot him in the side of the head? Oh, fuck,
He's like, he's like, fuck.
Yeah.
He asked me a question about it. Fuck.
I drove up near Shea Stadium, which is now Citi Field, and
No, it's
shot him in
not.
the head,
They're 2 different places.
Oh.
2 times.
So you
2 times. Watch when he asks him a question. Watch him like pause.
Brain fart.
You put a gun to the back of his head and shot him?
Yeah, it was my hit.
Wait. He said it was his hit, but he just said that the order came down that the guy had to go.
Yeah, it means he got the hit. He was assigned to do it. So he was going to make sure he got. Hi, Baywatcher. So it was my hit. I'm going to do the work.
Yeah,
But
let's see.
I forgot exactly.
Do the work. I
forgot how I did it.
Pride, But at the time, that's what I was thinking. I'm going to take pride in what I do, and I'm going to do it good.
What happened to the body? What did you do with the body?
I ate it. I ate it. I dissolved
shipped-
it in acid.
I shipped it out to my cousin. Maybe you heard of him, Jeffrey Dahmer, and he had it for dinner.
He stashed it under the porch.
Just picked it up. I told the guys, move it and throw it on the side of the road like garbage.
Yeah, can't show that.
Like
Oh,
garbage.
wait. Here's Mikey Scabs.
Scars lives in permanent fear of attack and has
Mikey
until recently
Scabs.
been
Ew!
witness protection program.
Oh my God,
He
that's
never told us
disgusting.
where he lives. All
Mikey
he would say
Scabs.
was that he was flying in from out of state and would meet us in this hotel.
We'll bring you that one on another occasion.
That looked like the Garden City Hotel.
It was.
Where did Scars live? In
No,
Queens?
he lives down in Florida. Tampa. What do you know? What do you say?
Holy shit. Where all the snow is on the roof?
Tampa's a
Up
hotbed
on the
for
roof.
rats. Tampa's a
Yeah, but
hotbed for mafia rats.
Isn't that where all the snow is on the roof?
Yeah, he's a snow
Tampa.
removal guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that hotel. He's meeting Scabs there.
It's a nice looking hotel.
Yeah, it is. He tries to front like it's his fucking house or something. Mr. Scabs.
Look at this. Look at this room. Ew.
Ew.
Is that
Featuring
blood? Is that
Mikey
blood all over his
Scabs.
shirt?
Yeah.
Ew. Scabby
Mikey
blood?
Scabs.
Is that scabby blood?
Yeah. But we'll get to that at another date.
Oh, good.
We got some major things going on, and it's
Thank
definitely
you
gonna
for all
be
the love,
entertaining for
everybody.
you guys. We got a show tomorrow dropping. If Sonny's gonna be available, we'll it's gonna be on Scammy Gravano. Here, let me show you the thumbnail. Oh, Sammy the Rat Underboss.
Oh, what are those fucking? Oh, those are locusts. What are they?
Those are flies.
Holy shit! Those are
Those
big
are-
flies on shit.
Yeah, big flies on a piece of shit.
Well, you know what? I look at this picture now. I think A-Light is a professional ball player.
Yeah, he looks like he has the stance pretty good,
Right.
huh? Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. He should sell baseball cards. You guys are all great. Thank you guys for joining us
Yes, you are.
today. If you guys like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure you hit the bell and put it on all so you get all the videos every time they drop. If you want to donate to the show, you can hit up the Cash App and Chat with Staxx. And if you want to be a guest on Chatting with Staxx, hit up my email, BillStaxx2021, and make sure you go subscribe to Sonny Grasso's Patreon channel. What's the name of your Patreon? Sonny Grasso, right?
Yeah, Sonny Grasso, the Songfather.
Sonny Grosso,
Grosso.
Grosso. And make sure you subscribe. Tell them Staxx sent you.
That's right.
Thanks, man. I hope you have a great day.
You too, man. Thank you, chat. Thank you for all the love when I was down and out for a few days here.
Yeah, no
But
doubt.
But I'm back, so watch out. And remember,
Don't be an A-Light. Peace.